I think I love this book so much. And I have read your earlier books too and derived so much from each. And this one was very different in a sense because I think this is an intersection between two things I feel very passionate about. Stories and stories, and also mental health. And I think the way you have weaved the narrative, the fascinating narrative of these amazing characters across generations, and so many important, significant, relevant themes for our times, And I'm going to cover a lot of these through my questions. It could be, I think one of the main ones is for me is childhood. Like for us, we work with children and young people in the community, in schools, in their homes, in public spaces. It's about childhood. It's about belonging. It's about love. It's about children who are left behind, children who are invisible, children who are about seeing, right? It's about grief. It's about building community. It's about how certain things, which is my perspective I'm bringing here, certain things which are sometimes we put as a label of mental health, difficulties, pathologize, or given a diagnosis or a label. But they're basically people's way of responding to life's struggles. Even from, I'm not going to give any spoilers, but even for the main character, Maya, how whatever the struggles she was going through were her ways of responding to what had happened to her, what was happening to her on a day-to-day basis, the adversities, the hardships, the abuse, the trauma she had been through. So a lot of questions.
Okay, thank you. I'm ready. I'm bracing.
Yeah. So, I'm going to just read out some bits. I'm a nerd, so I make notes. So I like to read lots and lots of notes. To start with something that Maya said that stays with me. And she says there's something about being unwanted as a child that fractures the soul. Yeah, and it's just, I remember at that time I had to pause. Maya's the main character. And she's talking about her childhood. And Maya's convinced she's inherently unlovable, including by her own mother. Her childhood abandonment left the deepest of scars, even though surviving that experience had set her to deal with the worst life had to offer. Right? She regularly spent up to 3 to 4 hours in a park near school, sitting on a bench. And this again stayed with me. So many children talk about how they leave school and they don't go home and sit in find a park on a bench for hours. And nobody has an idea where they are, and nobody's even bothered where they are. Nobody knows that they've got out from the bus, and they've gone to the bench and they're sitting there. So that, and then she would make friends with anyone, craving that absolute deep sense of belonging that came so naturally to some people. She never wanted to be on the outside again. So these things that I'm picking up, the theme of love, of belonging, of safety, of family, that we take so much for granted in our lives, how crucial it is. So I just want to understand your perspective on Maya and this particular theme that I'm picking up.